So I got these lights on my dashboard. We have a brake light, a vehicle stabilization control light, a traction control light, and also an ABS light. I'm sitting on a '08 Lexus RX 350. I actually bought this car used a couple of days back, drove it home. There was no lights then till I drove it again today. As a car enthusiast and a DIYer, let's find out if we can properly diagnose these lights in the '08 RX 350 and probably fix it before taking it to our trustworthy mechanic. First, we will check for some obvious signs that we can see right off the bat before hooking the car to an OBD2 scanner. Since all the lights mentioned points to the brake system of the car, we're gonna check for the brake fluid, specifically the brake fluid level, because if it's low, it can trigger the brake warning light. Also, make sure that your emergency brake or your foot brake is fully disengaged. And then recently replaced tires or wheels with the wrong size can also trigger warnings. Lastly, make sure your battery is not weak or dying, because it's very notorious to cause lights on the dash to come on. So with that out of the way, and if addressing these obvious signs didn't solve the problem, we can go ahead and connect our OBD2 scanner, preferably a scanner that can read ABS codes, since we are dealing with the brake system lights. And also because not all OBD2 readers can read ABS diagnostic trouble codes or DTCs. So let's turn on our ignition key to on position. We have the key fob, or we have the start stop cars. Let's press the start button twice. Then let's connect the OBD2 connector under the dash. Let's turn it on and let it read the codes. And let's see what we have. Okay, we have we actually have two diagnostic trouble codes. We have a C0210, which is a rear speed sensor RH circuit, and a C1223 ABS control system malfunction. So the C0210 DTC, as you can see, it has an asterisk on it, which means this code cannot be cleared or erased until you fix the problem that's causing it. So what is a C0210 DTC? If you refer to a repair manual, or we could Google it if we want to, it means that the rear speed sensor circuit on the rear passenger side is having problems. Maybe it is a faulty sensor or a tone ring, because it is probably damaged or dirty, or there's a short between the wheel speed sensor and the harness, which is towards the module. And with that, with the OBD2 reader still connected to the car, let's navigate through displaying live data. Hopefully our OBD2 reader can display active and live data. So let's check off data that pertains to wheel speed. Let's go ahead and check all four wheels, and then let's go for a drive. All right, as we're driving here, as you can see, the rear right, which denotes the double R there on the reader. So the rear right wheel speed sensor speed is 0. while the other 3 reflects the vehicle speed or the wheel speed. This means that the rear passenger side wheel speed sensor is not sensing the wheel speed at all. Is the wheel speed sensor bad? Well, to check if the sensor is still good or bad, we must check its resistance using a multimeter. They're cheap, so get one. Let's go ahead and locate where we can disconnect the rear passenger side wheel speed sensor from the harness. Usually in most cars, we can disconnect the speed sensor somewhere under the inner fender, just above the tires. But for this video, we have an 08 Lexus RX 350, and the location is inside the car, just behind the passenger rear seat. Let's set the multimeter to ohms, which is the unit of resistance. Let's put the red and black leads into each sensor socket. And then, okay, we have a reading of 1030 ohms. And without research, the normal resistance range for this Lexus SUV all-wheel drive is from 0.9 to 1.3k ohms, which means our wheel speed sensor is still working. Take note that the forward drive version of this Lexus has different resistance values, or ohm values for that matter. Next step will be to check if the wheel speed sensor and the tone ring themselves are dirty. So let's jack the car up and remove the tires to get a better look at the sensor and the tone ring. Take note that it is a pain to remove the sensor itself, so be careful not to break it. As you can see, the sensor is really dirty. It is advised to clean this sensor with dry cloth or compressed air. Also, clean the area where it sits. You could use a brake clean to clean the tone ring, which is just at the edge of your CV axle, for good measure. Before I reinstalled the tire, I decided to clean and check the caliper and the brake pads. Why not? I'm already there, right? And of course, I found out that the brake pads might have a couple weeks left in its life. And also, here's the big kicker. The lower sliding caliper pin is stuck and has seized up. I think that's probably the reason why my brake warning light is lit on the dash, and possibly causing all the Christmas tree lights in the dash. What do you think? Can a seized up caliper pin cause all the lights in the dash? Put your comments down below. I am curious if that is a possibility. Maybe we will put up another video on how to remove those stuck caliper pins in the near future. As you can see, the lights are still on the dash. We need to drive the car for the ECU to relearn what is the last good status for the car. And afterwards, we are going to clear all the codes and let's see if it comes back. And just remember, DTCs or these codes with asterisk cannot be cleared until you fix the problem. So after driving, let's reconnect the OBD2 scanner and let's clear the codes. Let's see. There you go. Problem solved, I guess. If this video interests you, give us a like and possibly subscribe, and check the notification bell to get a notification of similar new videos that's coming out. Thanks for watching.